Alrighty folks, out here in one of the bean fields. It's the first one we planted last week, and I don't have my handle for my GoPro here today, so I'm just kind of holding it on the base, so it's a little wobbly, I'm sorry. But yeah, the beans are just starting to come up. They got a little rain Thursday, today's Saturday, so a couple days ago. Didn't get a lot of rain, but I guess we got enough to get these germinated. But the wind's blowing pretty good today. It's going to dry this ground out good. I don't think we're going to rain again until Monday or Monday night, so, and it's a small chance then, but we do probably need a little bit more rain. But yeah, I'll just show you here. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but these beans are just popping out of the ground here. Still some. There's one right there, not quite out. Well, he's out, but a little yellow, hadn't turned green yet. You may can see them down the row there. I tried to pick a good row here. Have a lot of this wheat straw residue left over, but as you can see with the drill, they kind of group up a little bit. Then in places they're kind of fairly evenly spaced. Here's a spot where I got a little bit of a gap, but there may be one here that just hadn't popped up yet. It's kind of a hump right there, so it might have been a little deeper, but that's just kind of how it goes. But for the most part, they're coming on up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, there's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fairly evenly spaced there. There's a little group there. This next row, I've got a pretty good, well, let's see. There's some here and there's some here. I ain't seen nothing in between. I don't know. This field had a lot of wheat straw still on it, so that doesn't help matters when planting. But you can see here where there wasn't as much wheat straw. We got a good clean furrow here. We got a pretty good stand. So yeah, just out here looking at them coming up. I don't think I ever took video of them coming up before. I think a lot of my soybean video has been done way later in the season when we're harvesting. So, yeah, I got another little field across this road here, and there's 2 fields, about 7 acres worth, up on the other side of that tree line over there. But yeah, it's always a pretty sight to see them coming up down through there. I was going to show you some of this mare's tail. Where is it? I've burned most of it slap up with that chemical. There's one there. It's still got some green in it, so I don't know if after that rain it greened back up. It all looked pretty dead as a doornail the other day. It's the smaller ones that really got. Like there's one that's pretty dead. Getting over here in the end rows. So I mean, you can see there's one just crusted up. So those are what, about 4 inches. You can see all these small ones, they're just dead. But it seems to be the bigger ones. I'm looking here. Some of these bigger ones have still got a little green to them. There's a taller one, still got some green. Still got a green stalk. So went over here, still got some green. So I don't know if them things are gonna pull out of that and survive it or not. I'm try to give these beans a fighting chance to choke them out anyway, maybe. But I don't know, that mare's tail's pretty good at surviving. But I burned the stew out of it anyway. Roundup wouldn't even do that. So yeah, pretty little row there. Now I noticed, I sent a picture of this down here, maybe you can see this. Got a little yellow on the top of that. These three here don't. My guy at the co-op, I sent a picture of some of that yesterday to him, and he said that's showing a sign of stress of some sort, but he said probably grow out of it, so he said keep an eye on it. But it's a pretty good evenly spaced row there coming up. There's some mare's tail that still got green. The top of it's burnt pretty good. But yeah, just kind of out here. Boy, it's windy. Good thing I ain't got to spray anything today. This little field here was planted about the same time. This ground was a little softer looking. But got one just popping the ground out here. See another one over here. It's got a yellow top. These do not. And there's a piece of that mare's tail. Anyway, I don't think they're completely all out of the ground yet. Most of them are. I'd say a good 80% of them are out of the ground that I'm viewing here. There still might be a few here ain't popped out yet from what I'm seeing. So you can see, like right here, you got a pretty good stretch, and then you come over here and you got this gap here. But look right here, there's two right there. Help them out a little bit. So have to be in the middle. It's not a uniform spacing as some of you might expect to think, because I am using a seed drill. It's it's popping the seed out and they're going down this tube that's kind of vibrating. It's not a you know, an evenly spaced seeding as say a plated planter would do, or you see with corn maybe. But you know, I try to set it to where I can get it as evenly spaced as possible. But you still, depending on the vibrations of the drill and everything, you're going to get some groups and gaps and groups here and there. But for the most part, they're good enough. Here's some more here. 1, 2, 3, just coming out. Anyway, that's their this is no-till ground. Just want to show you that. I got some ground I tilled up. I stopped at it a while ago and looked at it. I may stop again and get some video of that. Attach it to the end of this this clip or this video. But yeah, show you. Those are. See, this was the first day of planting, and that tilled ground was done the last of those 3 days. So those are just coming out, and they were probably planted a hair deeper because the ground was softer with the dirt. I did change the depth setting on the drill, but yeah, I'll stop here in a minute to show you that. Alrighty, folks, stopped here at this tilled field. There's one field that I plowed up before we planted it. So this did not get that herbicide spray on it. This did get sprayed with Roundup. It was burned down probably, oh goodness, 3 to 4 weeks ago back now. But I did till this filled up, and you can kind of see my rows pretty clearly in this field. But like I said, these are just starting to come up. There's a lot of these that are not up yet. There's one just coming out. There's one right there. So there's a little group. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see down that row, you can kind of see them just popping their little heads out. But most of this field is still not up yet. And again, this field was planted 3 days later than the no-till field I was just showing you. But trying not to step on the rows here. There's a few more up down here. This spot down in here was a little damp. Had a little moisture to it. You can kind of tell it's wetter in here. You can see a little bit better view of them there. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this little field. Tilled up pretty good. Went over about 3 times the disc and set the disc to finishing mode. Finished it once and then ran over with the color packer. So did all that with 6415. I mean 5610. So 6415 was on the drill. So it was running. My uncle was running it while I did plow this field up. But yeah, you can see my inrows here down through there. But anywho, just thought I'd show you guys the beans coming up and what the status of those are right now. Like I said, that field's still got a day or 2 more before I see them all coming up. But so far so good. I'm not going to complain. But I got to run over to my uncle's shop right now and pick up some tire tools. I'm going to put that new wagon tire, implement tire I showed y'all in another video a while back. We'll put that on the hay wagon today. So that's what I'm up to. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.